Welcome to Module 1, Chapter 4, on the transition to a sustainable circular economy. In this session, we will explore why moving from our current economic systems to a circular economy is essential for the future of our planet and society. We will look at how the circular economy concept has evolved, why it is now a key framework for sustainability, and how it addresses urgent challenges like climate change, resource depletion, and environmental degradation. We will also discuss the limitations of current approaches and the importance of integrating environmental, social, and economic sustainability into our economic thinking. By the end of this chapter, you will understand the role of the circular economy in shaping a more sustainable future and be able to critically compare it with traditional linear economic models. In this chapter, we will begin with an introduction to the topic and discuss the impact of human activity on ecosystems. We will explore the triple crisis and polycrises, which highlight the interconnected challenges facing society and the environment. We will examine the need for radical change, the philosophical core differences between economic paradigms, ecological limits, and the transformation required for a sustainable future. Finally, we will discuss equity, regional disparities, and the importance of transdisciplinary work for implementing circular economy principles. This structure will guide us through both the theoretical and practical aspects of transitioning to a sustainable circular economy. Human behavior and the creation of unsustainable linear economic systems have led to significant changes in ecosystems. The careless use of planetary resources has stretched the planet's carrying capacity, risking ecosystem collapse and severe impacts on human health, well-being, and security. Those least responsible for the current state of civilization will bear the greatest consequences in the future. Our actions today will determine the quality of life for future generations, making it imperative to rethink our relationship with the natural world and adopt more sustainable practices. The triple crisis refers to the interconnected issues of environmental, economic, and social instability. Polycrises include escalating human crises such as war. The term Anthropocene describes the current era of significant human impact on Earth, marked by climate change and biodiversity loss. Human activities like land use, mining, burning fossil fuels, exploitative fishing, and waste dumping drive these changes. The effects on society are complex and often negative, as seen in events like the 1998 El Niño-induced drought in Borneo, which disrupted ecological relationships and had cascading impacts. Radical change in behavior is essential to address the systemic challenges we face. Restricting factors include social and cultural values, norms, skills, knowledge, and infrastructural constraints. Partial changes in a systemic world can cause greater harm, so organizations and individuals need to change the cultural framework to support holistic sustainability. Only by embracing holistic sustainability and rethinking our values and practices can we hope to achieve meaningful and lasting transformation. This chapter delves into the circular economy, emphasizing the need to transition from a linear to a sustainable system. We will discuss the reasons for transforming the economy, the differences between circularity and linear models, and the dominance of the global economy. The core principles of circular economy focus on natural cycles and the relationship between humans and the planet. Key questions include the benefits of circularity, alignment with planetary boundaries, and the future of humanity. The circular economy has the potential to challenge the prevailing economic system, but it might also simply reinforce the linear model if not implemented holistically. The circular economy can help achieve sustainability by shifting from neoliberal to ecological economics, but this requires a critical inspection of business and academic worldviews. It is essential that the circular economy drives real change, rather than merely supporting continuous growth under a different guise. Neoliberalism has led to slower economic growth, increased inequality, and monopolization. Beyond the economy, it has polarized society, allowed media control by the super-rich, shortened lifespans, increased insecurity, and caused environmental degradation. Politically, growing inequality fosters authoritarianism and illiberal ideas, highlighting the need for a new economic paradigm that prioritizes well-being, equity, and sustainability over mere economic growth. Neoclassical economics focuses on economic growth and competition, viewing individuals as self-interested and isolated. Ecological economics aims to decouple human well-being from economic growth, emphasizing cooperation and relational views of humans. Ecological economics considers humans as part of broader social and environmental contexts, while neoclassical economics treats environmental and social impacts as externalities. Ecological economics adopts an organic, systems-based worldview, recognizing the interconnectedness of all systems and the intrinsic value of nature. Western economic thinking follows a reductionist approach, treating environmental and social impacts as externalities and focusing on metrics and monetary terms. This ideology stems from the Age of Enlightenment, with neoliberalism seen as rational and value-free. Descartes' method of dividing difficulties into parts influences this perspective, but it fails to understand interconnected systems, leading to environmental degradation and social issues like migration and poverty. Ecological economics focuses on decoupling human well-being from economic growth, contrasting with the circular economy's approach of decoupling resource use from growth. The neoclassical system measures well-being by gross domestic product and material consumption, leading to ecosystem decline and reduced human well-being. The 2024 State of the Climate report shows that many planetary vital signs are at record levels, indicating serious environmental stress and underscoring the need for a new approach to economic development. The Planetary Boundaries Framework identifies 9 critical processes necessary for Earth's stability, including climate change, biodiversity loss, nitrogen and phosphorus cycles, stratospheric ozone depletion, ocean acidification, freshwater use, land use change, chemical pollution, and atmospheric aerosol loading. Human activities have pushed Earth beyond safe limits in most of these areas, threatening the resilience of the planet. Understanding and respecting these boundaries is essential for ensuring a stable and sustainable future for humanity and all life on Earth. The triple crisis and polycrises highlight the interconnected issues in sustainability. The Anthropocene era marks significant human impact, leading to climate change and biodiversity loss. Human activities like land use and waste dumping cause radical changes. The effects on society are significant but not fully understood, as seen in ecological disruptions like the loss of fig wasps in Borneo. These examples illustrate the complexity of ecological systems and the far-reaching consequences of exceeding planetary boundaries. Circular economy holds potential for sustainability but faces 6 major challenges: thermodynamic limits, spatial and temporal system boundary issues, limits due to physical scale, path dependency and lock-in, governance and management challenges, and social and cultural definitions of waste. Addressing these challenges requires a holistic and systemic approach to implementing the circular economy, ensuring that solutions are effective across different contexts and timeframes. Circular economy faces challenges due to its complexity and relationality. Interconnections within the system and structural barriers create resistance to change. Circular economy philosophy contradicts the linear system based on neoliberal ideology. Models like planetary boundaries emphasize equilibrium, with the ecological system as the parent system and the economic system serving ecological and social systems. The purpose of the system is crucial in determining behavior, and a shift in perspective is needed to ensure that economic activity serves both people and the planet. Ecological economics provides a strong foundation for circular economy theory by emphasizing justice and sustainability over mere efficiency. It challenges the idea that hedonism alone fulfills human aspirations, focusing instead on eudaimonia, or the good life, and the flourishing of human culture and community within planetary boundaries. This perspective moves away from linking well-being to material consumption and instead focuses on creating conditions for human and ecological flourishing. Concerns have been raised about the circular economy's focus on technology and cost-cutting. A shift to a sustainable circular economy requires understanding ecological and human systems, and a radical mindset change. Ecological economics offers a basis for this, decoupling well-being from growth and valuing nature. Achieving a sustainable circular economy requires moving beyond the linear system and embracing holistic, systemic change. Ecological economics philosophy examines equity and regional disparities within the circular economy. Historically, the global north imposed linear economic models on the global south, exploiting natural resources. Countries like India and Thailand face decisions on development paths, either replicating unsustainable practices or creating unique paths based on their resources, cultures, and values. Addressing equity and regional disparities is essential for a truly sustainable and inclusive circular economy. To implement sustainable and circular economics, collaboration across disciplines is essential. Physical and social sciences must translate into policy and projects to empower agency and change behavior in production, consumption, and culture. Upcoming course chapters will focus on technology and policy as drivers for circularity and sustainable economy. Thank you for your attention throughout this chapter on why a transition to a sustainable circular economy is necessary and how it requires a fundamental shift in our economic thinking and cultural values. We have explored the impacts of human activity, the need for radical change, and the importance of aligning with ecological limits. Before we start with the next chapter, here are the references for this chapter. Please take a moment to review them for further reading and deeper understanding of the topics discussed. We look forward to welcoming you to the next chapter. The following slides provide a comprehensive list of references used throughout Chapter 4. These references include academic articles, industry reports, and case studies that support this chapter. Please refer to these sources for additional information, evidence, and examples related to sustainability, circular economy, and responsible business practices. Thank you very much.